Welcome, associates. Allow me to greet you one at a time. Welcome, Murder VT. Welcome, Krungo Kong. Welcome, Harmless. Welcome, Plush Clown Party. Welcome, Nimimu. Welcome, Blob Marley MFA. Welcome, Zeno. Welcome, Atomic Runner. And thank you for your continued contribution to live digital edutainment. Welcome, Fire Mountain. Thanks to your contributions, I have designated you a very important person. As someone at the frontier of the paradigm shift in digital edutainment. Welcome, Higadoi Rinon. Welcome, Boviburger. Welcome, Gert DX. Welcome, Bep256. Welcome, Muware. And thank you for the 100 bits. Your contribution has not gone unnoticed. Welcome, Tupi. Welcome, Marigold. And thank you for your continued contributions. Welcome, Arugi Blues. Welcome, Kuro Comrade. Welcome, Dark Witch Claire. Welcome, Swelltime G-Pool. And thank you for your contribution. Welcome, Scratching Way. Thank you for following. And welcome, Hollowbell. And Minaxi as well. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tristi Alacria, and I host the online seminar series, Profit and Play, where we dispel the common notion that video games are a frivolous and unproductive pastime by studying the lessons they have to teach about allocating our precious time and resources to optimizing our workflows and maximizing our capital gains. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your busy afternoon for this conference. Have you all had a lucrative first fiscal quarter? You've ruined 7 companies. Well, you simply have to save 8. No revenues down? Welcome, NestW. I'm glad to hear it. I am unfortunately bankrupt. Plush Clown Party, bankruptcy is not the end. Rather, think of it as a new beginning. On the whole, it seems you've all been profitable this quarter. I'm delighted to hear it. Let me ask you something. Is your money making money? If it's sitting idle in a checking account, then I fear your money is losing money, and that it will be devalued by ongoing inflation. The best way to protect against this is to invest. Now, most would be content and wise to invest in an index fund, riding the coattails of infinite market growth year over year to modest but secure returns. But let me ask you something else. Is that all the money your money could be making? What if I told you it was possible to beat the market through timely, sound investment strategy? In today's installment of the Profit and Play series, we will learn how to do just that, via Inti Create's cult classic, Kabu Trader Shun, or Stock Trader Shun. While the game received moderate critical acclaim, it sold poorly, I presume due to its targeting a teen demographic. As I'm sure you're aware, Most teenagers lack the capital necessary to derive meaningful profit from market speculation. It stands to reason that they would find the game irrelevant. However, we entrepreneurs stand to learn much from it. Due to its poor sales in Japan, its home region, Kabu Trader Shun was not eligible for localization by its publisher Capcom. And, to date, no one has undertaken the unpaid labor of creating an unofficial translation. As I lack the necessary knowledge of Japanese to translate myself, we will be resorting to machine translation via optical character recognition, flawed though it may be. It is my hope that this will allow me to convey some of this game's timeless financial insights, and, loath I am to suggest it, inspire others to translate this game for free in the name of stimulating the economy. Remember, the more we invest, the more we profit. Together. Now, without further ado, let us begin. First, a demonstration of the optical character recognition translation system. As you can see, it parses most text on screen. Albeit the translation is clumsy. Because of the low quality of translation, I feel it's not suitable to read aloud. So instead I will endeavor to summarize. This Ippei seems to have suffered grievous losses. In a contest against an unknown figure. He is accusing the unknown figure of fixing the market to his advantage. Perhaps this is fraud. In addition to hefty financial losses, he has appeared to ante his entire career on this contest. With no future career, and a debt of several billion yen, he finds himself in a dire position. The shadowy figure wishes to enlist Ippei, the man in the foreground, into his fraud scheme. Utilizing his debts as leverage. Welcome, Sardus. Welcome, Montanok. This Ippei has made a name for himself as a stock trader of some renown. In effect, the shadowy figure is intending to leverage his clout to manipulate the market. Mr. Yujinaka is a prime example of why one should never commit stock fraud. The free market can only remain free if we all play by the rules, after all. Ippei is loyal to the integrity of the market. How admirable. However, this does not improve his situation. Welcome, Zero. I assure you we handle the subject matter on these streams with the utmost seriousness. Rather than participate in a fraud scheme, Ippei has chosen to live a life in deep debt. He apologizes to Shun, the main character, and another man named Narazaki. Ippei is this boy's father, it seems. Welcome, Dekel. You need not be afraid of the Alakria Zaibatsu. We do honest business. He's following in his father's footsteps. But will he repeat his father's mistakes? Can you date a woman in this one? Even if such a thing were possible, it is irrelevant. I fail to see how that would make us any wealthier. Chapter 1. The World of Stocks. Welcome, Silver Songbird. Shun, the main character, has come to consult with Narazaki, the other man mentioned by Ippei in the opening. This game uses extensive financial terminology. Whenever it appears in-game, it offers the opportunity to define the terminology in question. It seems to be explaining the nature of a stock. He, like his father, is beginning investment at 18. Young, but one can never start too soon. However, he is completely ignorant. He seems to be interested in becoming a disciple of this Narazaki. A co-worker of his father's, perhaps? "18 is quite late to the world of investing these days." Good morning, Neko. Welcome. Narasaki was a student of his father's. While generally cold, he seemed to be warm around Shun's father, Ippei. I believe this speaks to his passion for finance. A trader is someone who makes a living from stock trading. Like Ippei, Narazaki has become something of a celebrity trader. Shun's father, Ippei, has been absent for the last 5 years. He would have only been 13 at the time. Murder writes, "We should all aspire to be so full of foresight and sensibility as stock market traders." I agree. The boy is greeted brusquely by someone within. He's sheepish. It appears this man has experienced a spate of solicitors in light of his recent fame. Welcome, Planet Disastrous, and thank you for the compliment. The essential question. One cannot participate in the stock market without money. The boy doesn't understand. He claims to have money. Narazaki is demanding that the boy give him the money. Presumably to trade and turn a profit. The boy appears to have brought 1,000,000 yen. Money he saved over 3 years of working part-time. Narazaki appears to be urging the boy to make a trade. Welcome, Shogun. Finally. These appear to be different stocks on the lower screen. David Manet, Gulf Steamship and Imperial Business. This stock is rising. We should buy. And we should endeavor to sell before it cheapens. Welcome, Melty. The rule is simple. Buy low and sell high. We seem to have profited. On this point, the translation is unclear. However, he seems to be rebuffing young Shun for making a profit on his own, as not needing his help. The boy is persistent. Narazaki questions his resolve. The boy is now leveraging his relationship to his father to motivate Narazaki emotionally. Welcome, Hexagon Witch. Seems to be Narazaki's apartment. His manner of living is rather slovenly, but I'll not judge. Hexagon Witch asks, meet or exceed any quotas lately? I believe earlier we may have come close to setting a new hype train record. They're reminiscing on the past. It appears both their lives have darkened since that day 5 years ago, when his father disappeared. Welcome, Jam, and thank you for the compliment. Zero, that's an excellent question. Let me show you. Oxfords. I had them shined at the airport on the way to the conference hall this morning. Thank you. The boy understands that, much like a video game, the stock market is a game with winners and losers. However, Narazaki doubts whether he truly understands. I believe he is asking what percentage of people make money in the stock market. I'll pick the lower number. However, I have a feeling it's even lower than this. Indeed, it's only 10%. Did you give a tip to the shoe shiner? Naturally. It was a job well done. "90% of people are exploited by the 10%. That's the world. By empowering you with information, I hope to raise that number from 10 to 11 or even 12%. May you all become the exploiters rather than the exploited." He seems to liken stock trading to a gambling addiction. It's important to remain calm and not lose yourself in passion. Remember to always remain serious when participating in the stock market and other financial endeavors. Murder says, "Passion should be the slave of reason." I believe David Hume said that. I'm not familiar, but it's good advice. The prospect of likely failure excites the boy. He may already be a lost cause. Though he asks a valid question. If everyone were to participate in the market at random, they would essentially break even, a 50-50 as it were. So why do only 10% make a profit? Welcome, Mothbeam. His father seemed to place some sort of spiritual significance in the stock market. Now I'm beginning to question whether he was a fool. Narazaki still holds Shun's father in high regard. Despite his failing. Because Shun was only 13 at the time of his father's bankruptcy, he was spared the details of the event. And afterwards, his father disappeared. His interest in the market seems to be, in part, to reach the heart of this mystery. However, Narazaki will not divulge the secret. Bep writes, "This kind of DS game music is familiar. Many critics have likened this game to Capcom's famous legal practice simulator, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, in terms of its level of quality and visual novel cutscenes." Narazaki seems willing to accept Shun as a disciple under two conditions. First, be prepared to lose money. And second, he can't commit much time to it. Shun seems willing to accept these terms. Murder writes, "Many of my law colleagues have praised the accuracy of the Phoenix Wright edutainment exercises for children. It's remarkable what Capcom has achieved." They start within the week. Trade Center is a place where stocks can be traded. It is run by a securities company. However, this is a conceit for the game design. In real life, you can trade stocks from home. How convenient. Shun seems taken with the lively atmosphere of the trade center. Could this be a pre-rendered 3D environment? We can choose from the lobby, the counter, the restroom, the interview room, and the trade room. Let's try the counter. This appears to be a tutorial. Let's pay close attention. Despite the necessity to be at a trade center to trade stocks in the universe of this game world, there appear to be several trade centers scattered throughout the prefecture. There appears to be a leveling system, common to video games. Welcome, Cindervision. Why is such a serious business professional as yourself playing a video game? Well, in the Profit and Play series, we strive to take lessons from video games and how we can grow our wealth. We're going to see just what this game has to teach us about the stock market. He began the game with 1 million yen from 3 years of working part-time. It appears that the profits that he gained in the opener were actually Narazaki's profits. Narazaki claiming his money was in fact a ruse. Welcome, Mr. Picky Mouse. Now that he has a trader pass, he can begin trading. However, I'd like to familiarize myself with the other facilities in the trade center. There are two men here, Taichi and Layman Sanada. Welcome, Adam Admar. We've only just begun trading. Taichi seems familiar with the protagonist. Or not. He inquires as to whether we are making money. We've only just begun. He's encouraging us to begin trading. This man hasn't had a raise in 4 years. Welcome, vtuber. His luck in the stock market hasn't been much better. He's still too young to understand what this man means by a society of inequality. This older man seems experienced. The automatic translation translates his name as Sword Holder. I believe this to be incorrect. All that remains is the trade room. Here, I need to take a 3-minute break to roll advertisements. Please enjoy a curated selection of commercials, courtesy of your personal data, as harvested by Amazon.com Incorporated and its subsidiaries. We will resume after. Welcome back. Did you enjoy your personalized advertisements? There are 3 individuals in the trade room: Keiko, Layman Koyama, and Office Lady. Welcome, Earthing Planet. I'm glad to hear it. The boy seems weak to praise. Or perhaps it was a backhanded insult. The translation is unclear. A hold refers to the act of holding on to stocks that have fallen sharply. This is done with the belief that the price will eventually return to the purchase price. It is a portmanteau of aho, or idiot, and hold. This reminds me of a recent example involving GameStop, if you remember. Remember, buy low, sell high, and cut your losses. Thank you for your contribution, SW. Welcome to the forefront of digital edutainment. This woman seems to be an admirer of Narazaki's. This woman seems to be an experienced trader. Let's listen and learn from her expertise. I can't see what word is being defined here. Could this be similar to a pump and dump scheme? We've seen the trading hall, so let's return to Narazaki. Let's begin trading. Today we'll be trading a stock called Amami Seishu. They're a cracker candy company. Shun reminisces fondly on the commercial. Remember, we should always watch commercials. How else are we to know what products are available to us? The chart shows stock price movements over time. The top represents the current stock price. There's the idea that chart movements are simply random and the future cannot be predicted. This is known as the random walk theory. Let's begin. The volume of the stock line seems to indicate the volume of sales. A thick line means the stock is being bought in high volumes. Or rather, it will increase market volatility. You can adjust the resolution of the chart across a number of days. During trading, news may occur that affects stock prices, though I'm afraid we will not be able to translate this news in real time. Market news affects multiple stocks at once. Whereas individual news affects stocks in isolation. Welcome, Melody. Even if one cannot follow the news directly, one can track the progress of the line. It will animate an indication of the news trends. Stock is low at the moment. The options to buy and sell seem to not be available to us. Perhaps we are merely observing. The price at this time is not important, as we have not yet invested. If anything, we are waiting for the prime opportunity to invest at the lowest possible price. If it will allow us to do so. Something will happen in 3 more days. The price seems to move in a sinusoidal pattern. In other words, it hovers between 180,000 and 220,000. This type of stock movement is called a box market, or box price. Jester asks, are those real? I'll leave independent verification to you. Some of these terms may be unique to the Japanese market, I should say. Again, it always comes back to buy low and sell high. However, this is where it gets serious. If the stock price happened to drop below 180,000, what would one do then? Shun proposes waiting. However, what if the price enters a free fall, and the stock becomes worthless? We covered this concept earlier. But if the stock is failing, it's something of an act of idiocy to assume it will recover. We should cut our losses. Indeed, here's a definition of cutting losses. Narazaki seems to propose holding the stock. However, this is also the wrong choice. Perhaps the answer is to sell even sooner, at the first sign of danger. Narazaki proposes that the problem is not selling too late, but rather buying in the first place when the stock was at its lowest. This is a definition of the term position relative to the stock market. Welcome, Baxter. I think what Narazaki is proposing here is that the mistake is not in fact buying low and selling high, but rather that to buy low one should buy as it's climbing, rather than assume it will. Buying low and selling high isn't as simple as it sounds. Murdo says, it seems the motto of the youth of today is live fast, die young, but clearly one should make sound decisions and gain a reasonable rate of return. Unfortunately, this kind of wisdom is often only gained with age. Narazaki asks Shun to earn 100,000 yen in the stock market. Let's see if we can. Without money, one cannot buy stock shares. Rather than terminology, this entry seems to speculate on why green is used for rising stocks and red is used for falling stocks. When did that association come about, I wonder? Were we to liken this to other video games, the money would be HP. However, it appears there's also an MP mechanic. It appears that when incurring losses, Shun will become demoralized and be unable to make trades. Holding on to ailing stocks will weaken his resolve. We appear to be able to select from different stock exchanges here on this screen. Only one is meaningfully available to us. We already know the range or box that the stock likes to move within. It will tend to be at its lowest, near the 180,000 line. It's rising. Now is the time to buy. It's falling again. And now it's rising. We're close to achieving our profit goal. Let's wait for it to reach its lowest point again, and begin climbing. Seven days remain in the market. We'll need to sell soon. Oh, we've fallen just short. A mere 5,000 yen. Despite his profits, they were insufficient for Narazaki, and he was abandoned. Game says we can get 5,000 yen from our mother. It's meaningless if we don't earn it ourselves. I fear we may have been too patient. We'll need to trade a bit more aggressively this time. And now we wait for it to fall again. There are times where it does not fall below 200,000. One month of trading remains. We've met our profit goal. Further trading is unnecessary. But we could always use more money. We finished with a tidy profit. A conclusion worthy of a sound handshake. I'm sorry, did you see me bounce? Shut the fuck up. Damn it. We were able to turn a profit through sound investment. Narazaki cautions the boy against hubris. Another disciple of Narazaki seems to be mocking Shun. She seems to have a recognizable name. I've had success with the last option, so I'm choosing that one. It was incorrect. She's the heir to a securities company. She's offended at his ignorance. Narazaki denies having any apprentices. She's proposing some sort of stock-based combat between the two of them, positioning herself as a rival character. And goads him into wagering his own apprenticeship. That was the end of Chapter 1. Chapter 2, Versus Trade. This kind of trading battle appears to be commonplace. Welcome, Mario Rossi Penguin. The Versus trade is a 30-year tradition. These two do seem familiar. There are several formats, but the main rule is to make the most money within a set time frame. Anything is acceptable as the ante. We'll be competing in the simplest format. Shun makes a valid point. What does he stand to gain if he wins? Presently, he only stands to lose. Thank you for your contribution, Atomic Runner. Kagura responds with an emotional appeal. There will be news and updates regarding the Tristi business emote to come. Please look forward to it. Narazaki proposes that the terms of the duel should extend both ways, with both of them wagering their apprenticeship. She seems reticent to accept. He also suggests that, if Shun wins, Kagura is to refer to him with an honorific. She's unfazed, confident. Narazaki has little faith in the amateur Shun. There is a vast gap in their experience. Narazaki may be suggesting to postpone their contest for 3 months so Shun can gain more experience. Kagura seems confident she can win regardless of how much experience he has. Shun accepts, claiming he can use the motivation to provide him with a goal. They'll wage their contest in 3 months' time. Time seems to move at an accelerated pace in this game. I believe the last trade took place over the span of 40 or so days, if I remember correctly. Welcome, Mint. I have no plans to play that game. Welcome, Barrier Trio. This appears to be the room where trading duels are waged. This woman seems to have gained an appetite for the thrill of investment. Even at her advanced age, she can't quit. It appears that winning trading battles allows one to gain rank as a trader. It is unclear what this rank is for. someone new is here. The wise older men in this room seem to have sage investment advice. Let's learn from them. While this game came out in the mid-2000s, IT companies are still quite valuable. I imagine this man has well-developed neck muscles from watching the stock line go up and down over many, many years. I'm afraid I forget the exact date this game came out. You're welcome to enlighten me. Today he'll teach us about moving averages. I've heard of them, but let's allow him to explain by saying we haven't. "2007, right before the recession. How timely." Though I do wonder, would a game about the stock market sell better in an age when the stock market dominates the news? Even if the press is negative? An interesting thought experiment. A moving average is a line that shows the average of past stock prices over a period of several days. Unless copies of the game were being widely shared, very few were sold. I imagine a not significant enough number of people played this game to have an impact on the market at large. Interesting. The performance of the stock relative to the moving average is enlightening. What can we glean from current prices being above the moving average? The price does seem to rebound off the moving average line. Narazaki asks, why do you think the stock rebounds at the moving average line? This is no accident. And now he's inquiring as to the specifics of the principle behind it. However, these answers are not especially specific. Aim, these are not psychic powers. They're market forces. Neko says, wild that this is an Inti Creates joint. Inti Creates is responsible for a number of lucrative Kickstarter campaigns, such as Bloodstained and Mighty Number 9. I think we can trust their business acumen. Movements in the market are enforced by people's perceptions. Or, markets are moved by people rather than by natural law. Because the line has rebounded twice previously on the moving average line, people assume it will do so again. And in doing so, they create the conditions for it to do so. Thank you, Murphigator, and welcome. And welcome, Greedra. Narazaki raises an interesting point. Those who invest in the stock market are not doing so with perfect information. You can't trust them to make the most intelligent choice. If they're going stupid, you have to go stupid with them if you want to make any money. I understand perfectly. We now have multiple stocks available to trade. He urges us to make more than 50,000 yen on each stock. I imagine if we fail, he'll abandon us again. I fear it is time for me to deliver more personalized ads to you. We will take a 3-minute break and resume afterwards. Welcome back. Plush Clown Party writes, "Finally, I am receiving targeted advertisements, though it is for a truck and I do not drive." Well, Plush Clown Party, the Department of Motor Vehicles is a public institution rather than a private one, and does not need to advertise. But allow me to tell you, owning and operating a motor vehicle can be one of the most rewarding things you can do in this life, and opens up many possibilities. Consider getting licensed so you can own a motor vehicle today. Excellent news, Jelly D. As a rule, stock prices tend to rebound at moving average lines. Ergo, you can use the line crossing the moving average as a signal to buy or sell depending on the direction. We can choose to disable the moving average if we like, but why would we? In addition to the confectioner, Amami, we'll also be trading Takeshiba, an appliance manufacturer. I'm not sure what profit I've made per stock. That's a good way of thinking about it, Muware. We seem to have fulfilled the criteria of the challenge. I see. Sorry, just a second. My model's acting up. Give me a minute. I kind of cooked this one up over the course of a couple weeks. Give me just a sec. I think it lags a little bit. But I can fix it by poking it with a stick. Anyway. Nakazaki intends to have Shun learn one skill each month and apply it in a trade. AIM writes, folks, I'm starting to suspect our stock advisor may be a clown. I won't rise to provocation. This appears to be the protagonist's room. Rather austere. In the last trade alone, we gained almost 500,000 yen. I wonder how much the 2007 yen was worth in 2007 US dollars. Pocket change? Indeed. Of the two remaining skills Narazaki proposes to teach, they are the opposition line and the entry bonus. Let's learn about the entry bonus. A recent addition to the market. It seems to be something of an additional incentive for people to invest in a lower performing stock. The opposition and resistance line is a wall. Kabe or wall is a term that comes up in Richi Mahjong, another game in which few can turn a profit. Narazaki asks, if the price of a stock was previously at 200,000 and dropped to 150,000, and you bought it at 150,000, how much would you expect to sell it for? Most likely, 200,000. Others think the same way. It seems to be an upper limit to a stock's performance. Interesting. In the opening of the game, the stock price was subject to breaking effects. This seems to be referring to that effect. It may be a metaphor for trends in the news. Initially, Narazaki promised to teach 3 things, but he said it was a pain and only taught 2. The third point was about the nature of the chart itself. He passed up on it because the explanation is long-winded. However, I imagine we're all curious. Interestingly, the optical character recognition seems to recognize the chart as a letter. Rather than merely reflecting the price of the stock, the chart also measures public sentiment manifested through the price of the stock. It becomes easier to anticipate stock price fluctuations if you can anticipate the emotions of the mob. It's difficult to feel excited about a chart like this, but stability is valuable in its own way. Only by operating from a position of absolute seriousness can one anticipate silliness. Interesting. Because the stock was dormant for a time, when it began to finally grow at long last, it grew explosively. I've often heard cryptocurrency referred to as a high volatility investment. I'd imagine at this point on the graph, people are beginning to feel hesitant about this sudden explosive growth for no discernible cause. But unfortunately, the mob lacks that foresight. The stock was already overvalued. A fall was imminent. What goes up must come down. Push point. When a stock that is rising suddenly drops in price. Buying at a dip is called buying on the dip. I believe this came up in chat earlier. Naturally, the influx of those buying on the dip spikes the price once more. Stocks of this nature tend to bring new faces into the market, wanting to make a killing in a short span of time while they can. Despair always comes at the height of enthusiasm. At this point, those who bought close to the peak would enter deep debt from the collapse of the stock. There are those who aim to buy on the dip, but it's not enough to reverse the stock's course. Truly, the stock market is a microcosm of human civilization. Now the aim is to make 300,000 yen across 3 different stocks. Before we begin, let's talk to those in the trading hall. This woman seems interested in versus trading. However, she anticipates that Shun will win their contest. The man with the pompadour might have some relation to Keiko. It's unclear. Let's begin the trade. If the stock price reaches a new peak, it will probably continue to climb, as indicated by it passing the resistance line. It appears that the red line is the all-time high, whereas the pink and orange lines are the recent highs and lows. These can also be toggled off. When the stock price breaks through the moving average or the upper resistance line, you appear to gain a bonus to profits. I imagine this is purely a game mechanic. This is the company that Wait. Nakazaki was using in his metaphor. I believe his scenario is hypothetical, but the company is real. They appear to be a delivery company that specializes in small packages. Investing in this stock may not have been wise. We'll sell when it breaks the upper line. I imagine it will do so soon. Now would be a good time to invest in Shiro Inu. But I'm committed to Amami. Thank you for the follow. The time to sell is approaching. I'm not sure that we made a sufficient profit. We did, if only barely. Welcome, Possum. You've come to the right place for live digital edutainment. Welcome, J. Crispy. Welcome, Bonnieface. If I understand correctly, the duel with Kiwi Kagura should be next. Excellent work, Bonnieface. Doing your part to influence public policy can turn economic tides in your favor. Kirikagura is confident in her victory. It appears that we have the option of both selecting certain stocks that we prefer for this battle. In a competition setting, you'll also take mental damage when your opponent is leading. Fascinating. This mechanic may sometimes instigate a minigame. We have 75 days to make more money than our opponent. We can select 2 stocks to trade. She appears to have some sort of special ability that can be used in stock trading battles. I feel we're getting further from reality here. Adakoda, the largest mobile phone company with a stable market share. The other companies are ones we're already familiar with. Fire Mountain writes, I can't imagine they would stray far from the truth. They have a responsibility to provide an educational and accurate simulation. I agree. It's of utmost importance that we arm the youth of today with the ability to navigate the financial market. This stock is still sinking. Let's let it get lower first. Because it fell through the lower line, it will continue to sink. Let's wait until it stabilizes. It's rising precipitously. Both seem to be on a downward trend. I feel that Adakota might recover here. That buy was a mistake. She appears to be using her special ability. I'll need to play a minigame here. Trading has closed. I believe my ending balance was less than hers. I've failed. I feel confident in the stocks I've chosen. I'm less confident, however, in my ability to deal with her interference. Like his father, Shun has a ponytail. It seems to run in the family. I may have overcommitted. This one will sink further. Both stocks are currently on a downward trend. It appears I can't invest until all the petals are gone. However, we've amassed a sizable lead up to this point. I'm not concerned. It appears her previous win was a fluke. She's accusing him of foul play. Narazaki takes offense at this. She's making excuses for her failure. He claims that she lost due to her hubris. I wonder if this is truly the last we'll see of her. Shun seems committed to staying humble. Admirable. Well, I feel that's been a sufficient introduction to this game. We ought to wrap up here. Well, do you feel more confident investing now? Do you feel more fluent in the financial market? Earthling Plant Crypto is a volatile stock. We've learned about what happens to volatile stocks. Invest at your own risk. I'm glad to hear it, everyone. I'm sure you've all become much more capable and informed entrepreneurs today. This live stream has in fact been recorded, and will be available in perpetuity on my YouTube channel. Well, again, I'd like to thank you all for your time today. Until the next installment of Profit and Play, I've been your host, Tristi Alacria. Remember, remain serious. Stick around for the raid!